Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Against the Iron Storm. I am the Dread Canary. The game is Against the Storm, and we continue our 5th Iron Man attempt, where we play every single difficulty twice, with the hope of getting all the way to Prestige 20 without ever losing a game. Now we are on our 5th attempt at this run. We have just gotten to Prestige 8. So we are going to do Prestige 8 next to the statue of the Forefathers, which, as you can see, will have give us one fewer cornerstone to choose from. And because I like it, oh, we could block in the First Dawn Company, but they're already losing so hard that I am just going to go ahead and go around to the marshlands. Let's call ourselves something like Ancestry, because I'm not that creative with my names. And let's see, we could do 5 beavers with 3 humans and 2 randoms, or 5 beavers with 3 harpies and 2 randoms, or 9 lizards. Let's go with the humans and beavers because I like them. And on the marshlands, I feel like it's actually worth taking an forager's camp because of how good camps are in the marshlands. And then with the extra point, we'll just get a little bit of food. And away we go. Now you might have noticed that we are in a different location. That's because I'm house sitting this week, and I do apologize if the lighting quality went down because of that, because I am here to take care of a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. He is a moody, needy little dog. Anyway, warm welcome. Okay, reputation from Resolve is up by 100% during drizzle. Villagers are slow during storms. We can sacrifice less during storms. All species resolve drops faster during storms. Okay. And farm fields spawn living matter. Actually, none of that is really all that bad. Oh, look, we get to start with some farm fields. That's... okay, the game is just messing with me now. Let's go ahead and put a woodcutter's camp here. And, oh, hey, we got the classic start, where the hearth is right next to the storage. That used to be the only way it happens up until just a few months ago. We will, of course, hold down shift as we say only marked trees, because the marshlands are the most uniformly sized trees of all of the biomes, and I love it. I love creating orders so much that I got a job that specifically let me organize the information being used by one of my favorite collections of people. No, I won't tell you more, not at this point, because we finished selling tickets for this year and we haven't really decided how much we want to advertise in general, but maybe at some point in the future I'll be able to tell you more about the group that I work for now. We are trying to change the norms around bringing online parasocial relationships into real ones, where people interact with actual people in real life and not a carefully curated performance put on for strangers on the internet. Alright, there we go. And we will need a trapper's camp and a road. Our first cornerstone. Lowered hostility from caches. Free mushrooms when we grain, but we're going to get mushrooms out of the trees. And +1 to all packs of goods. Let's take silent looting. Lowering hostility is great. Welcome, welcome. I see we have 5 people already in the chat. Copper ore could be good. We sometimes find copper mines in the marshlands. Trading post is definitely good, and it gives us parts, which we don't have another way of really getting. Open 5 glades to have us carry more. That's a really powerful bonus. Or get humans up to 25 resolve for 3 parts. I don't love something that's going to take me this long to do, only giving me food and people, even though 3 parts is great. So let's take the 5 carrying capacity. Solve 2 dangerous glades to get +1 copper. And you know what? Let's take a look here. Nope, I didn't take anything that gave me +1 copper. 2 wildfire essence and 25 coal. Or 3 glades and a rebuild ruin to get me +1 stone and clay and some tools. This is actually a hard choice. I'm probably going to do both eventually anyway, and of those, I think the benefit is more for wildfire since it's harder to get, generally. Now, of course, it's not enough to simply build roads. We will have to get some basic houses down and immediately upgrade us to the next tier of hub. That'll give us a global +2 resolve. Carpenter is planks and tools, both of which are great. The weaver is fabric, which isn't amazing. The clay pit guarantees fabric and bricks. But it has to be placed in fertile soil, and it will require water. Let's go ahead and go with the carpenter to start with. Now, the carpenter massively lowers the appeal of the supplier, because the supplier now only gives us flour and maybe water skins. The tinctuary gives us ale, which humans and beavers would like, and wine, which beavers would like, and pigment, which beavers might like. The bakery is really good if I get a source of flour. Humans and lizards like religion, and lizards like rolling. I'm going to get the bakery. So this is actually a really tough call, because the provisioner would let me make flour, which powers the bakery. That's great. The workshop would give me 2 other types of building materials, which is also really nice. And the ranch lets me multiply food. Forester's hut, I'm not too worried about. I'm going to go with the provisioner here, and I feel like I might be making a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. And we'll hope that I am just feeling that way, and that it's not an accurate feeling. Wanted to get the planks back so we could assign them here. The idea is that we obviously want this to be our first thing. So we need 2 planks. And we want how many? Let's say a cap of 20 of both of these and 15 here. Alright, now we don't have harpies, so nobody's going to get a bonus to the small herbalist camp. So I'm going to go ahead and throw humans on that. And we'll put a lizard in here. And of course I should probably say that we can make this out of anything and this out of anything. And that is already out of anything, so that's perfect. Don't make any more planks. And I think we're happy enough that I'm not going to need to worry about firing people during this first storm. I think. We've got plenty of food, which is what happens when you get food consistently out of the trees. Let's go ahead and go with the more balanced mix. We're going to put a lizard in the small trapper's camp. Actually, let's do 2. They get a 10% chance of double yields, and that seems quite nice. We'll also throw a beaver in here. Lose all stored fuel, but double the amount. So all stored fuel means we lose 24 coal, and that's not a great feeling. But +1 to wood production is such a lot of wood production. I don't really want to focus on storing drizzle water, and only beavers can be educated. So we're going to go with the woodcutter's prayer, which immediately costs us a ton of fuel. But what we can do is that. Okay, no longer make planks. We've opened up this in our glade event. Of course it requires coal. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it require coal? Why wouldn't it require coal? Let's go ahead and build ourselves a nice trading post. And we'll queue up a stonecutter's camp. Now if I don't deal with this, we have a lot of resolve and an impatient point. So we'll have to resolve it as soon as we can. We can do that with oil. Well, we can do it with any of the fuels that aren't wood, plus planks. Plus planks. That'll help. But of course what we really want is a market going up. Have at least 4 buildings with rain engines installed in your settlement. Huh. That's a new one. But it only gives me 30 of each of these, and I don't love that. Harvest 55 stone, I don't have enough free people to do this fast enough. Plantation would be nice, but I just can't do this. So I think it's trade connections, which I don't love doing, but okay. Yeah, we always get 2 upgraded. I mean, a free tavern is nice, but it commits me to getting a brewery, and that always makes me nervous. So let's go ahead and commit to getting 2 hubs fully, well, maybe not fully upgraded. This will open up coats and trade goods. And that has luxury goods, so that's these 2 done. Oh, you're building a road first. That's a little bit problematic. Let's go ahead and fire these 3 beavers. Now you're out of things that you can cut down. So let's go ahead and move our comforting wall to the back here. Because what we want to do is put a road, and we want to bring this right here. As soon as this goes up, we're going to try to trade for whatever we need to solve this glade event, which we are running out of time on. Okay, so we need 20 resin, coal, oil, or sea marrow. None of which you have. We could do it with 10 tools, or we could do it with 24 planks. Okay. Gross. Yeah, but this is going to be even higher. This would be like 23 amber. Okay, so we definitely need to do it with the 24 planks. And we pretty much have to do this. Okay, so we're going to trade. We are going to send a human and a beaver to do this with planks. And we're going to take this because it does give us some harmony buildings, but it also lets us gain a stacking global resolve buff for every service building we make. So let's do that. And we are going to delete this and this to make sure that we don't use our planks for anything else in the meantime. Now, of course, we still have to deliver our 24 planks, so we are going to take our -5 global resolve and our 1 impatience point, and that -5 global resolve might be permanent. I'm not certain. Regardless, it is going to hurt. There we go. Now let's go ahead and put 2 more beavers in here, because we're going to need all the wood we can get for this storm. That's the problem with the woodcutters. The prayer is you don't have the fuel available to immediately deal with a dangerous glade, but you do get twice as much wood going forward, and that just ends up being so massive. Now let's go ahead and reschedule the provisioner for the 3rd time. Plus we will add a bakery to the queue. I'm going to swing this around to this side, with the idea being that I will want a blight post right here, I think. Now, hostility 2 is a bit high. We're going to immediately fire this, which will lower our hostility a bit, but we're going to take this penalty as soon as the storm clears. And of course, lizards are extremely unhappy. Let's go ahead and favor them real quick. Let's unfavor them. Okay, that's not enough, so we're going to fire our woodcutters. Just all the woodcutters get fired. And we're going to have to take next year off from expanding. Alright, start of year 3. And we want bonus urban root production when we make biscuits. That could be amazing if I get an herb garden. I'm gonna risk it. Well, yes, I would love an extra beaver. 33 seconds, we're going to take a penalty. Oh, that's not enough, because we took the impatience point. Let's go ahead and favor lizards, and hope that that'll offset it enough for us. My trapper's camp is out of food, but that's fine, because there's more meat up here. difficulty is offset, we can easily go ahead and bring this closer in. Very good. That gives me a few more workers to work with. So, what do we want to do? First off, I want to move these woodcutters just a little bit further back, because what we're going to do is we're going to put a beaver house right here. And then we're going to put a second one. We're going to actually delete this. We're going to put a second beaver house right here. And then we're going to run a road. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a lizard house and a human house like that. And that should work nicely. Now, since you can't make anything, I might as well put 2 humans in the stonecutter's camp to get me some stone. I've got loads of wood, so wood's not a problem. Use 175 drizzle water, or use 175 clearance water. This requires me to make barrels to be useful, and I don't like making barrels. Let's go ahead and go with this one. Welcome new villagers to get some tools, or have 10 trade routes and 20 amber, which absolutely is something I will want to do because I love trade routes and I love amber. It's just, currency is always very, very good. Let's go ahead and throw a lizard in the crude workstation. We need another part. Well, let's go ahead and fire these herbalists and actually delete the camp because we really need those parts. We will absolutely want to make this a human. Hi, Sahilda. Indeed. Now, let's see. This is great, and this is great. Is there any way for me to get 27 if I am a very, very good boy? Yes. Technically, yes, I can. But I really need food. Let's go ahead and see if we can get just 15. What we're going to do is we're going to sell 49 mushrooms plus 150 wood. Oh, look at that. That is about as close as we can possibly get. And what that's going to let me do is it's going to let me put a plantation down. And the plantation, let me do this and this, and then I tell the plantation, hey, you know what? How about you only do berries for now, just so we can grow food for a while. Help with housing. Now I don't want to be dealing with hostility 2, so let's go ahead and fire these guys. That gets us down to hostility 1, which should be enough. Maybe not quite, but if I favor lizards partway through, maybe. do have that debuff that makes people lose interest faster, but if I favor the lizards, I get them up to 3, and by the time they're down, it's the next year, and we're perfect. Let's go ahead and go over here, and we are going to rush open this glade. And we are going to hope that this glade is less problematic. And while doing that, we will grab these and re-beaver them. Okay, big chance for twice as much from glade events. 40 water skins for every reputation gained from resolve. And people show up faster the more we trade. I don't love increasing my people growth, so we are going to get the old fedora hat. Lizard in the Blight Post with a limit of 20. We have tons of wood, so that shouldn't be a problem. We want lizards if possible. Well, it's possible. Let's go ahead and get a mix of lizards and humans. Where are my lizards currently? So, that's a lizard. Those two are lizards. Okay, well, it looks like I've got lizards just about everywhere that I should, so we'll make this a lizard. And this just is a global -8 resolve, so I could get 5 people. I don't think I want 5 people. Now, of course, when we do that, that'll make our people a little bit angry, so let's do this. Makes it a little bit better. I've got enough fuel that I can probably afford to do that. So now nobody is chopping wood. And that should be okay for a couple of minutes. Building materials are going okay. Let's go ahead and favor the lizards real quick. This is waiting on fabric. There we go. Oh, how long do we have? We've got 5 minutes to go. The only other thing I can do is sacrifice, but that is going to cost us quite a lot of wood, with no wood income coming in. Regardless, I think we should probably do it. So let's go ahead and... Oh, that doesn't get us low enough. I may just have to resign myself to losing some lizards. Why though? What if... Hey. What if I did that? Now I'm getting a little bit of a resolve bonus. We are still sacrificing, which is still a problem. Okay, now they're at 7, which means now I can probably do that. Yeah. Okay. And this. And this. think we're still okay, so what if I did this? Yeah, alright, there we go. Now we're looking okay. We are looking okay. And I just noticed something very interesting that I wasn't paying attention to because I was focused on the Glade event itself. But there appears to be a nice coal seam right here, so let's free that. And if I had parts, I could get more mushrooms. Of course, if I had planks, we could get this farm. But okay, we've got the planks. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Let's go ahead and drop a human in here. Take a look at our next order. So the guild house would be great if I had a way of making wine, which I don't. I can of course buy wine, and then the more wine that we make, the happier beavers get. But I think I want 20 building supplies. It seems more doable. Blight rot fuel has disappeared, but that's okay because we have tons. We're not happy burning, are we? No? Of course we're not. You guys almost done here? You are, just in time. Old Farliff, hi buddy. So let's go ahead and turn in this order. And in just a moment, I guess now we'll go ahead and fire all of these. Wood cutting production being faster, we don't need the smithy because this is like, that's a smithy we can rebuild, so we don't need that. We're not going to get crystal growth because we're just not going to. We're not going to make barrels. I think the only thing we really need is this, so all we really need is 1, 2, 3. Can I get that with stone? Not quite. Can I get that with brick? Yes. Can I get that with brick and leather and sell less stone? I can. So we'll make wood cutting faster, a little bit faster. Okay. I don't feel like I need a kiln when I found a coal seam that's good. That's that good. The one brick is pretty good. The granary could be fun. So it could be the advanced rain collector though. And of course the clan hall lets me upgrade to a tier 3. But I would rather, I think, have advanced building materials. I do need bricks, though. I need bricks for both humans and lizards, and I only need fabric for one of those two. Wait, what's Ancient Ways? Oh, yeah, no, we'll go with the clan hall. On this map, where camps are already king, the clan hall just makes the most sense. It's just a really, really good service building. That won't fit where I want it to fit. Okay. It will fit here, though. So that is where we will put it. The idea here there we go. Oh, right. Blight rots disappear on farm fields. I forgot about that. Not blight. Living matter appears on farm fields. But, oh, not until tier 3, so we're okay. We're okay. Next year. Beavers in. Beavers in. Nice. We're going to take the free grain. I love the herb garden, but I didn't get an herb garden, and free grain would let me grind that into flour, which can then be, that plus berries can be turned into biscuits and pie, which is pretty great. Let's go ahead, speaking of biscuits, let's go ahead and turn this in. And that should let me make a small herbalist camp. Ooh, okay. Upgraded trapper's camp on this map could be huge. The ranch could also be huge because then we can start making plant fiber at the plantation to power the ranch and get a ton of food that way. I think I am going to go with the workshop though. But the trapper's camp is so tempting. I have to take the workshop. I just have to. It's too good to not take in this case. Well, with equal parts human and lizards already, or humans and beavers already, let's go with the one that has food. Can add a human there. Oh, you're out of wood. Okay. Pretty soon we should start getting excess wood again. Pretty soon. Maybe not immediately, but soon. And you know, let's go ahead and actually schedule a rain collector. I don't know that I'm going to be able to use it, perhaps. But we can at least build one. We're low on food. Oh, right. You know what I can do? I can put a human in here. Is there another spot I can get a human? Yeah, let's go ahead and swap this out for a beaver. And put a second human in here for food collection. And we will actually swap this out for a beaver. Small trapper's camp is out of food, which is not great, but we can just move it out of the way and schedule a forager's camp to go here once we have parts. Meanwhile, our beavers are beavering away, getting us closer into that kind of edge area. There's actually a lot of space left. Housing goes up. That's pretty good. And we will just make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just schedule a ton of bushes, which will get us to tier 2 hubs. Now, I need 2 tier 2 hubs for this order right here. But, you know, the first one's pretty good. Well, we are very short on planks. Not short on wood though, that's great. And let's go ahead and tell it back to only burning wood. I want to save that coal in case we really need to lower the hostility of the forest. Okay. 10 packs of crops, I don't love that. Infused rainwater. We don't have the ability to do these. And open a forbidden glade in 7 minutes. Nope. Human majority it is. That is, I think, the only one that we can reasonably expect to do anytime that it would be useful to do. Alright, and we will want to, first off, measure out the distance for a new hearth. I would love to have a new hearth there, or possibly there. And if it's there, that works beautifully as long as I leave this mine like that. Right. We have to lower hostility. There we go. Everyone is reasonably happy. This is waiting on one part. Let's go ahead and trash our trapper's camp to get that one part that we need. I think we're doing alright. What do you think, chat? You think we're good? I know, it's a quiet night in chat. Low on food. And Sahilda has arrived. Hi, Sahilda. Let me first, real quick, just rehire these beavers that I got. Thanks. Now, biscuits. I've already got a place to make biscuits. Clay production, I don't really need. Grain production, I'm not farming. Reputation. This could be good. I don't think I quite need it. I don't need any of that. Food would be nice, though. What if I were to buy 10 fabric and all of your flour? Because we can make planks slowly, but we can make them. And if I give you 5 amber and all of my tools, just a little bit of wood. What that'll let me do is I can take my loose lizard right here, and we can say, you know what, use berries, just berries, and any flour we happen to have to make biscuits and pie. I don't like risking villagers. Only... Oh, no, this is everybody gets 10%. Let's go ahead and give everybody 10% chance of doubling production. We know how much I love that. And yeah, they might eat more, but I think it'll be alright. I think if we do that, that should be good. Now I'm going to replace... Oh, no, we want 2 lizards. That's great. We'll just throw 2 lizards in there, because they'll like it. It's warm in there. I never switched this back to a human. I really need to switch that back to a human. Give me more time. My word. Let's go ahead and not make this forager's camp right now. As much as I would love to make it eventually, I think I'm going to need parts for that. And of course the forager's camp is the only one that's fully upgraded. Quiet night for chat, okay. I do feel a little better about my lighting situation. I can't get my nice even balanced lighting here because I didn't bring a ton of lamps with me when I was staying at someone's house to dog sit for them. I don't think I should have brought a ton of lamps, but it does mean a not as good recording setup. Blight rot cysts appeared. How many? Yeah, we're fine. Workshop went up. That means this should stop making anything. We are going to go ahead and go this with 15. We're going to say this with 50 and this with 50 out of anything you like. Just anything at all. And go ahead and save planks at 50 as well. And once these guys finish making what they're making, I will drop one. Let's make this humans, actually. Because beavers would like working in the rain collector. Go ahead and delete this. We don't need it anymore. Put a road right here. That's great. Our building materials are going up. Kind of. Okay. That's waiting on bricks and planks. We're going to move this down to this side. For one thing, I want to open up this glade. For another thing, I want to open up the space here to finish off this neighborhood. Because 4 and 2 is 6, plus 6 here would be 24, and that gives us all of the housing we want. This is a tier 2 hub. We're doing alright. Okay. We're gonna just fire everybody. We're gonna bring this around here. Just go ahead and mark all of those trees to be chopped down. Of course, my people aren't happy, but if I were to burn just a little bit, suddenly they're fine. And getting finer with more houses going up. Mostly appear to be backed up on bricks. If I were to put 2 humans in the provisioner, we can make some more flour. Look at that. New year. We are at 50 minutes? Yeah, we can keep going. Grain increases the more we grain. I'll go ahead and do that one. I can't do advanced herbalism because we don't have an herbalist, I don't have the blueprint for it. We will, of course, throw beavers in the woodcutter's camp. We're low on food, but it should be alright. I would really love it if we could get this built. Okay, we've got a blight rot cauldron, which, while working, we gain blight rot cysts. I think that's okay. +2 mushroom production gives us more mushrooms out of the trees. But the queen's pretty impatient with us. You know, I am going to go with the more mushrooms out of the trees because I think we're hungry. And we're going to go ahead and just work this immediately. We are also going to set ourselves up with another plantation. And if I can get some parts, what do I have for orders. This one gives us parts. And these two give us parts. Okay. Oh, well. Small farm would be great. Small farm would just be great. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I still need 4 amber, but I need to do trade routes anyway, so not too worried about the 4 amber. I don't really want to buy food now that we're kind of stabilizing on producing it, so we're not going to. We'll just stick with this. I could make planting faster, but that's not usually a problem. We are going to delete this, and we're going to make this a small farm, and the small farm will only do grain. The idea, of course, being that that grain is going to become flour. Show only available, and hey, the only thing we can sell is fabric, so let's sell some fabric, yeah? That'll get us started on the trade routes. We don't have a neighborhood because I didn't build enough comforting buildings, of course. That's obviously the reason why I didn't do that. Yeah. Gotta build your comforting walls, man. You know this. We are the people of the wall. That is what we are. It's people of the wall. We are running out of wood. I mean, probably from all the cysts. But it should be okay. I think... Am I still happy burning? No, I'm not happy burning anything. Was I happy burning? I don't think so. Chat's not telling me anything, so I really couldn't tell you if I was happy burning or not. Let's go ahead and throw a human in the small farm. And where can I get another human? This provisioner feels like it could be a couple of beavers. This Hearthkeeper has to be a lizard, obviously, and this can be a human. But what else I can do is I can say, look, only make coal. Woodcutter's camp is out of suitable trees. Well, we know what to do with that. We're just going to move you over here, where there are a lot more suitable trees for you to get. Stonecutters is out of stone. Well, good thing for you, I found this pile of stone right here. Additional blight rot cysts appeared. Well, good thing about that is I don't care. We will absolutely put a beaver in the mine. We will 100% upgrade it. Can't upgrade it a second time just yet, but we will. We will. We're getting there. More cysts appeared. That's alright. It's almost done. Oh, I should put a limit on these. So we've got 20 people who can eat pie, so that's 50, and we've got 24 that can eat biscuits, so that's also going to be 50. Small herbalist camp is out of herbalisms. Well. If I delete you... we get some parts back, which should be enough to build the foragers camp. Toss 2 humans in that, and suddenly we're in business. Okay, we have 92 wood. We are going to go ahead and fire. Excuse me, I'm holding down shift. All of our wood cutters from there. all of our woodcutters from here. And we are going to hire a bunch of woodcutters, or not woodcutters, miners here, which will serve to both make the beavers happier and let me get more out of that. People are quite unhappy. Burning that much is very dangerous, but I don't really have much of a choice if I don't want to lose anybody. We're a little shy on amber. Like, I feel like we're okay, but I don't know that we're okay. We're getting a decent amount of flour. Which is good. And we needed 12 packs of trade goods. Which we'll be able to make here. Let's go ahead and send 3 beavers out to rebuild this. I think we're okay? Yes, we are okay. Alright. Newcomers come with more stuff. Free pigments when we insects. And copper... You know what? Let's re-roll. I'm not a huge fan of any of these. We'll go ahead and let things burn longer. But we are starting year 8, and my friends, that does mean this is the end of this video. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember you can catch me live Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/dreadcanary. It really does help out the channel if you do things like leave me smiley faces or suggestions or comments down below on YouTube, and of course the likes and the notifications and the subscriptions, all that's wonderful stuff. If I have to change my schedule, that'll be announced on Twitter at GhostFinchMedia. I hope you're having a great day. I really hope you're having a great day. Thank you for being here, and thank you to the people who showed up for chat, even if they're not talking to me. Just seeing that number be higher than 0 is a great reminder that I've got people who actually like what I'm doing. So, thank you all so very much, and I would love to catch you in my next video. Bye, YouTube.